Hi, my name is Steve, and in today's video we're going to use Forex Simulator to test out the gold breakout strategy, and I explained this one in a previous video just recently. Let's have a look at the screen and I'll show you the setup. Okay, let's just set up a new simulation. I'm going to use the previous settings that I had before, so the actual time frame we can change on here, but let's see, starting from February 2025, and we're using a 1 hour chart with gold, and just doing this demo with a $10,000 account. So we're aiming for, let's say we're having a risk of 1% and a take profit of 1.5%, so it's a 1.5R. I'll explain the rules to you as we go, but we're actually going to be placing pending orders for the trades, either a buy stop or a sell stop, and stop losses in pips. So for gold, stop loss is going to be 2,000 points, or that would be 200 pips, and the take profit is 3,000 points or 2,000 pips. And entry point I will show you as we go, but when we are near an extreme high or extreme low at the end of the day, we want to wait until we are actually inside the range the following day before we can actually place the order. So let's get started and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Sorry, I forgot to load my daily high and low indicator. I'll be able to put that on the chart as well, so that we know where the daily highs and lows are. So you can see here now that there was actually a line here where the daily low from yesterday has just begun, and we've already reached that point now. So we haven't actually placed our pending order at this point. We're waiting for a couple of hours into the day when we're actually inside the range. So now we are inside the range. We have to decide which direction we're going. On the live setup, when you're trading this one, we would actually place a pending order right at the, like a sell stop on the lower line and a buy stop on the upper line. But using Forex Simulator, it's easier just to place one pending order. That'll save us going back to delete the other one. What we'll do is, as we're moving through the candles 1 hour at a time, as we're getting close to one of the lines, we will put in our pending order. So let's have a look at this one. Looks like we're going to be going for a long breakout. We just want to measure how many pips to the line. So 660, we are away from the buy stop. So we'll place the pending order. So it might not be exactly on the line, but this is close. So we can actually move it down a few pips if we want to. And then we just move forward to see if this would have been a winner. And we can look at the history. Sorry if I get the right, I think it is trades. And we want to look at closed trades. We just keep that on the screen here. We can actually see how we're going. So we can see here that the drawdown was 156 pips or 1,500 points. Let's just speak in pips anyway for this particular session. So we've got 156 pips drawdown and 300 pips take profit, and this one was a winner. So let's look for, go to the next day and look for our next trade setup. So we can see here that we are inside the range, and I will place a pending buy because we're at near the top of the range. So 1,014 roughly for this position, and it's close to the line. And again, that was a winner. We went into drawdown by 46 pips, so that's fine. So we've had 2 winners already. So you can see just by looking at the graph as well how this is going, we can actually use the simulator to go through day to day to see how we would have gone. If you wanted to check, say, over the last 2 weeks or over the last month, how you would have actually progressed with this particular system. So let's move to the next day and look for our new entry. So at the moment we are above the actual yesterday's high, so we can't enter in yet. We want to either come back into the range or we skip that day altogether. So it looks like we skipped that day altogether. Okay, we're inside the range now, and it looks like this is going to be a breakout towards the bottom, so we're going to place a sell stop. So about 210 pips away at the moment. And that one was actually a loss. If we look at the closed trades, we can see that it did actually hit our stop loss after it was triggered, so that was a losing trade. Let's go to the next day, and it looks like it's going to be a breakout to the upside, so we'll place a pending buy, 466 pips. And that one was also a losing trade. So we are in a range again. Sorry, we've actually broken out already. Let's just go back and we'll place our pending order. 743. And that was a winning trade. Okay, so looking at this, the next day we're actually starting off above the range, so we want it to come back into the range before we can actually place the order. We want some closed candles inside the range, so we do have that now. And it looks like it could be returning to the upside again, so we place a pending buy, 699 roughly, or 698. And if we get to the close of business for the day and we haven't actually placed our order, leave it on temporarily into the new day, but then we can go in and actually delete the trade. So we go in this section, we go into pending orders and we'll just delete the pending order. So there was no trade on the previous day, and now it looks like we're getting close to a breakout to the bottom side. So we'll place 304 pips, place our sell stop, and that was a losing trade as well. It must have retraced a little and then hit our stop loss before continuing our direction. But that's okay, this is how the system works. So at the moment we are still up in profit. Let's see. Profit and loss. Let's see, we've got the balance is 150, so we're up 1.5% at the moment, and we're still going. So let's move on to the next day. And again, we started off the day near the actual higher level, so we'll wait until we come back into the range. And we didn't get an entry for that one, so same again for the next day, we're up near the high. We have come back into the range now, so we would actually place our pending orders at anywhere around this point, It looks like this one's going to the bottom side, so let's place a sell. 252, sorry, 2000 I think that was. $2,036 roughly. That looks close enough. And remember, if you're trading this one live, you would actually place the pending buy as well, and then cancel that one if it was triggered. So that was another winning trade. Okay, we are inside the range, so we will only place one order depending on the direction we're going. And we didn't get a trade that day. So now we are looking at a breakout to the high side. So we're going to place a buy stop. 265 pips or 264. It's pretty close. And that is another win. Let's have a look at those trades and just see how many trades we've actually had so far. So we've had 9 trades. Let's do one more to make 10 trades out of this example. I'm not sure if we would have placed an order here or not. We're a little bit inside the range, so we could have actually placed our buy stop. 765. We know it hit it anyway because I just saw it a second ago. That has been triggered, and that one actually did hit our stop loss. Still tossing up whether we would have actually entered that trade or not. I'll go back again. We can hit the back button and go back. So ideally we want to be inside the range before placing our pending order, and I guess at this stage we are, so that probably was a valid trade. If we had waited till later in the day to actually place the pending order, for example, like around here somewhere, 522, we might have actually had a different outcome. Let's see if it would have. Yeah, see, that one would have won. So I'm thinking, don't enter the pending orders right at the beginning of the day. Wait for 2 or 3 hours at least, like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock before you actually enter the trades. But you can see from this how the system works, and it is a possibility of a winning strategy. I am testing it at the moment on a demo account, and I am placing 2 orders, a buy and a sell, and then just cancelling the one that doesn't get triggered, and see how it goes. So that's it for today's video. Just an update on how to use the strategy tester Forex simulator to actually backtest a system to see if it would actually work if you were actually trading it live. And in this one, it looks like it's good. Now this was about 12 months ago, almost the actual time that we're using, so it's not at the current state where at the moment it's just reaching all-time highs and lows every day, or all-time highs every day, and reaching going bull basically on a daily basis. So let's see how this goes in the next few weeks, and I will report back to let you know the results. Thanks for watching.